Hello everyone. In this video, we will see about the topic Basic Concepts in Geometry for class 9. This video is the fifth part of this chapter. We have seen the parts 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the previous videos, the link of which is given in the description and also the I button. You can check it out. In this part, we will see about congruent segments, properties of congruent segments, midpoint, perpendicular segments and so on. So let's start. Congruent segments. If the length of two segments is equal, then the two segments are congruent. If length of segment AB equal to length of segment CD, then segment AB is congruent to segment CD.
Here there are two segments, segment AB and segment CD. Okay. Now see the length of this two segment. Length of segment AB is equal to, suppose if this length is 5 centimeter and length of segment CD is also 5 centimeter. Okay, suppose. This means the length of segment AB is equal to length of segment CD. Okay, length AB is equal to length CD. Means what? They both have same length. Okay, that means segment AB is congruent to segment CD. Okay, segment AB congruent to segment CD. This symbol is the symbol for congruent segment. Okay. So how we read it? Segment AB congruent to segment CD. Next we will see properties of congruent segment. Now the first property is reflexivity. Means segment AB is congruent to segment AB. Okay. AB will be congruent to itself. Segment AB will be congruent to itself. Okay. See, length AB will be equal to length AB, right? It will be equal to itself. So segment AB will be congruent to itself. That is, segment AB is congruent to segment AB. Now the second property is symmetry. Here, if segment AB is congruent to segment CD, then segment CD is congruent to segment AB. If segment AB is congruent to segment CD, then segment CD will also be congruent to segment AB. Okay. If length of segment AB is equal to length of segment CD, then length of segment CD will also be equal to length of segment AB. Okay, that's only if AB is congruent to CD, then CD is congruent to segment AB. Okay. Now the third property is transitivity. If segment AB congruent to segment CD and segment CD congruent to segment EF, then segment AB congruent to segment EF. Here there are three segments, segment AB, segment CD, segment EF. Now segment AB is congruent to segment CD and segment CD is congruent to segment EF. That means segment AB will also be congruent to segment EF. Okay. If AB is congruent to CD, CD is congruent to EF, means automatically AB will also be congruent to segment EF. Okay.
Next we will see midpoint of a segment. If A dash M dash B and segment AM is congruent to segment MB, then M is called the midpoint of segment AB. Every segment has one and only one midpoint. Every segment will have only one midpoint. Okay.
Now here AB is a segment. Point M is between A and B. Okay, A dash M dash B means A dash M dash B means point M is between A and B, and this point M divides the full segment AB into two equal parts. Okay, see here, segment AM is congruent to segment MB. Okay, segment AM is congruent to segment MB means the length of segment AM is equal to length of segment MB. Okay, That means the point M is dividing this full segments into two equal parts. Then M is the midpoint of this segment. Then M is the midpoint of this segment. Okay, and every segment has only one midpoint. And every segment has only one midpoint. Okay. M is the midpoint of segment AB. That means length AM, length of this AM will be half of length AB. And see, and length AB is equal to twice of length AM. This means the full length AB will be 2 times of length AM. Or length AB can also be 2 times of length MB. Okay, because this both are congruent. AM and MB are congruent. Segment AM and segment MB are congruent. So length AB will be 2 times of length AM. Okay, length AB is equal to 2 times of length AM. And AM will be half of length AB. Okay.
Comparison of segments. If length of segment AB is less than the length of segment CD, it is written as segment AB less than segment CD or segment CD greater than segment AB. The comparison of segments depend upon their lengths. See in this figure on the screen, you can clearly see that the length of segment AB is less than segment CD. Okay, so that means segment AB is less than segment CD. We can compare the segments by putting the less than symbol. Okay, here segment AB is less than segment CD. So we write it as segment AB less than symbol segment CD. Okay.
That is, the length of segment AB is less than length of segment CD. Then what we say? Segment AB is less than segment CD. Okay.
Perpendicularity of segments or rays. If the lines containing two segments, two rays or a ray and a segment are perpendicular to each other, then the two segments, two rays or the segment and the ray are said to be perpendicular to each other. See in this figure, segment AB is perpendicular to line CD. Segment AB is perpendicular to ray CD.
Now see, there are two lines. Okay. First is line AB. Okay, and the second is line CD. So we'll name this line as L and M. So line L is making an angle of 90 degree with line M. Okay. There is, the angle is how much? 90 degree. Means we say M is perpendicular to line L. Okay. So here line M contains segment AB and line L contains segment CD, right? So M is perpendicular to line M is perpendicular to line L. Okay. So here means what? Segment AB is perpendicular to segment CD. Perpendicular means it is making an angle of 90 degree. And how we write this symbol? See, this is the symbol for perpendicular. We say that segment AB is perpendicular to segment CD. Okay.
Next we will see distance of a point from a line. If segment CD is perpendicular to line AB and the point D lies on line AB, then the length of segment CD is called the distance of point C from line AB. The point D is called the foot of the perpendicular. If length CD equal to A, then the point C is at a distance of A from line AB.
So this is line AB, okay, and there is a point C. Now if you want to find the distance between this line and this point, then what we will do? From C we will draw a perpendicular on line AB. So from C we will draw a perpendicular line to line AB. Okay. Now this perpendicular will touch this line at point D. Okay. So D is on the line, the point D is on the line AB. that is called as the foot of the perpendicular. Okay, the length of segment CD will be the distance between point C and line AB. Okay, whatever is the length we are getting of this segment CD, that will be the distance between this point C and line AB. Okay, suppose this length of segment CD is 5 centimeter, then this means the point C, the distance between point C and line AB is how much? 5 centimeter.
Now we will solve a problem. See the question given on the screen. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. If AB equal to 8, then find the length of AM.
So first we will draw the figure as given in the question. Here M is the midpoint of segment AB, right? So we will draw segment AB and put M as the midpoint. Okay. Now length of segment AB equal to 8. Now we have to find length of segment AM. Okay. So AM equal to question mark. See, since M is the midpoint means this M will divide this full segment into two equal parts, right? AM is congruent to MB, right? So we have seen AM will be half of length AB. The segment AM will be half of length AB. So length of segment AM will be half of length of segment AB. Okay. AM will be half of AB. Equal to half. What is the length of AB? Is equal to 8. So half into 8. 2 ones are 2. 2 fours are 8. So our answer is 4. Therefore length AM equal to 4. Okay.
So that's it for this video. If you have any doubts about this topic, please write it in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like and share it. We will continue the next part of this chapter in the next video. Thank you for watching.